finger, all your niggas hit the deck.
Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find you and take it slowly. Ready or not, here I come. You can't hide. Gonna find.
Old tight Dan and Ellen in Belfast, coming from the Zero in Derry. Respect going out to the Mad Mac, Skates, Jimmy, Frank, and the Dread in Uddersfield. Scene, pick up your chairs. Shout going out to Rob, Ian, Ruth, Old tight Marie. Yes, all the Peachley crew. Old tight the MC Marquis, the DJ Double T, the DJ Soft E. All the Haverhill crew, picking up the MC Nell. And they're sending a maximum going out to the LSD.
When I raise my trigger finger, all your niggas hit the deck.
Reaching out to the Uxbridge College crew, seen from the DJ Quest and the Logic. Old tight Marcus, Kate, Louise, that's we're rolling. One of the LSD's flashing his light at the studs. Whilst in the mix.
My trigger finger, all your niggas hit the deck.
This one's for the G Squad. Listen, check the mix.
When I raise my trigger finger, all your niggas hit the deck. Man, mix it, LSD.
Next one coming in, Maximum Force. Scene coming out on Collusion Records very soon. The hot tips here on the Radio 1. One in the jungle.
First, strike your enemy. With maximum force.
Reaching out to the Mikhail, Graham, Gamo's little nephew, seeing all the little junglists, old tight. Not forgetting Sister Sharon, easy.
Radio 1 for the old UK jungle massive scene. But don't stop there, you know what I mean? Check the evening session, weekday 7 till 9. Plus Annie Nightingale, 3 till 5, Saturday night, Sunday morning. You have to check it, 97 to 99 FM, Radio 1.
Once you step inside, once you step inside this hall, once you step inside this hall, once you step inside this hall, then your life is at risk.
Don't forget, still to come, the new tunes by the Ragga Twins. And the one like the Wax Doctor. And our spotlight interview with the Spring Hill Jack. Hey. If you wrote in last week, your shouts are coming. Hold on tight. 5 minutes left on the phone line, scene, so just keep them coming in. Run it red, run it hot.
First, fight your enemy.
Universal flex of the DJ extraordinaire. That's how we said it with the Ellis D's touching down rough, absolutely dangerous across the metropolis. All hardcore junglers, get up on a raving star, we drop it like this. Brand new by the Swanee, this one coming out on the collusion scene. Hot tip. Going out to the chairman and his lovely lady. Also Bruce, old time Ian. We're flexing, absolutely rushing. Watch it, all drum and bass listeners. Listen. Reaching out to the Bristol Massive. Gavin, listen. Get up, stand up, can't get enough. Check out the style, it's wicked and tough. Never gonna take it down and up. Just move to the rhythm of the beat. Don't stop, skip, dip, and never gonna move and twist. From night time to the graveyard shift. Chap on the mic, don't use my fist. LSD is into this. Reaching out to Kimi, happy birthday. Listen how we stay. Just connecting the beats, working up the adrenaline. Deep to the core, absolutely raw. To all ravers, don't forget, World Dance, 2nd of November. Picking up the rap ski, old time to rap. out to the audio maze massive. Hold tight the Dr. S. Gachet. Maximum boost, bruv. Hold tight Simon. Hold tight Joshua, Nika and Jay coming from Jacko. Respect going out to Sheila in Colchester. Having a good time at the boat party on the Thames. Yeah, that's how we like it. Shout going out to Theresa in Oxford. Picking up the Dr. EK. And the Worthing Massive coming from the DJ Dino. Shh, listen. Bomb Diggy Style. Collusion Records. It's a hot tip. Hold tight Terry and Steve in Hatfield. From the Peanut, Marlon, Easy Does It, coming from the Gooch crew. Easy. Right, we saved the best for last scene. Last one from the LSD, brand new on Collusion from the LSD and the Fearless. Phone lines are closed.
My style's the bomb, and the bomb, and dang, what does kids see? Cause my style's the bomb, and the bomb, and dang, diggy. Brothers can't see me. Brothers can't see me.
Gamma! Reaching out to the original Gamma Spain. Hold tight the Barry G. Seeing the original G Swin. Hold tight the Eddie Muffin. All the massive. Can't forget the original Sticks Man. Hold it down.
In the jungle.
Now it's time.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Now it's time.
1, 2, 1, 2.
Now it's time
1, 2, 1, 2.
for a new chapter to open. Now it's time. Now it's time. Now it's time for a new chapter to open.
Are you home, boys?
10 p.m. Friday. 1 in the jungle.
Raga Twins. I am Dreadlocks. Raga Twins, them out. I know it's years and centuries with them on the circuit. I know, say, Raga Twins about 5 years old. Word is born. Word is born, word is born. Tearing, whole nation. We make money, we make brand. Come step up with self in a top position. So if you love the style, then you won't love your eye. And into the Raga Twins with that new dimension. Hey, hey, mash it up, man. Hey, hey, the boom selection. Hey, hey, mash it up, man. and we don't feel about. What we come to do is kick up ground post. Wicked and bad and audacious. We not have no time for no fight and post. We not no sleep boy. You know sir. Rough and tough and well dangerous. He born in December. He must have diptero. He man born in a beer. Make him a tour. We say we get outrageous. When we come together, say we can conquer us. Sometimes we joke, sometimes we serious. When we serious, some get we nervous. And when we get nervous, oh, I might be done. Nothing back at twin finger with the golden touch. That's why the other people love with so much. So listen, back at twin, come pick it up, roll post. We might match it up, man. That's who's election. Match it up, man. That's who's election.
Yes, one in the jungle massive. I must say, maximum boost. Respect going out to the one like the DJ Ellis D. Wicked set. Ellis, come say something to the massive.
Yeah, it was wicked. Nice show, nice show. Wicked fearless once again. Always.
Absolutely slamming. Wise words from the Ellis, representing 100% drum and bass. That's
Shout
how I
to
like
Wilbur.
it.
Wilbur, don't forget Wilbur.
Yes, easy Wilbur. Nah, watch him. Yeah, the daddy.
Aye.
Easy does it. Alright. Picture me rolling.
Who's this, Swanee?
Close your eyes. Picture me rolling. Sending a thanks going out to Jane for doing the phone lines. Thank you very much.
The hardest steps on Radio 1.
first track rolling was called Mash It Up, and that was by the Ragga Twins. The second one was the one like the Swanee and Undercut, Picture Me Rolling, yep, on Collusion, Octave. This one, absolutely sweet, called Heat by the Wax Doctor on RNS, out 21st of October, scene. Don't forget, coming up next, the Spotlight feature on the Spring Hill Jack. Wait for that, wait for that.
And my name's Ashley Wales, and we're Spring Hill Jack. The name Spring Hill Jack originally came from a friend of ours who lived near Barnes Common. His mother had seen this ghost on Barnes Common, which was a sort of Victorian gentleman in a sort of top hat springing across the common. And that was when we first heard about it, but since then we've heard loads of different versions of that story.
To describe our music's really difficult, especially in the earlier days when people were saying, you know, is it drum and bass,
is it jungle, is it this, you know?
And we've always tried to avoid it, any kind of label. I mean, the first time we played on a radio show was when we did that thing in Manchester. What was it, like a year and a half, 2 years ago? And we were out there and they were saying, oh, you know, we call this stuff, you know, drum and bass or jungle, whatever. And we were actually quite surprised. We thought, well, we've never really called it anything in particular. It's really up to other people, I suppose, you know. I mean, people will probably realise we're not part of any kind of scene, at least not in any heavy way, you know. I mean, we come across people who are involved in the big scene, so to speak, the big club scene, but it's not like we completely relate to that in all senses. To describe our music, you know, as drum and bass, I suppose is probably the easiest way of describing it, but we would shirk away from it if possible.
First record is Wild as the Moon, which is off of our Suspensions EP, which was released about a month or two ago.
One in the jungle.
Ignored this kind of music for so long, and now I think they're trying to make amends, and they just get it wrong every time, basically. I don't think they haven't got a clue. They don't buy the records, they don't listen to them properly. They listen to them as an underground fad. They don't listen to them as great records. So most of those people writing about them, they wouldn't know one if it fell on their head.
The music doesn't happen to people. The people happen to the music. The people make the music. The music doesn't happen to people. The people happen to the music. The people make the music. Influence is a bit of a can of worms, this one, because it's so broad.
Covers quite a wide spectrum, everything from sort of we always say 20th century classical music, but all sort of classical music, I'd say, in a way, really. Sort of jazz, Miles Davis, Gil Evans, of course, you know, the whole sort of drum and bass, hardcore sort of scene, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's pretty broad, really. We usually start about making a track, start off with a breakbeat most of the times, unless we've got something specifically in mind, like there's specifically something you want to sample, and you might start from there, but usually it always comes back to the thing that we've got to have a break on it normally. So we normally sort of dig around for a break, chop it up, load up the sampler with, you know, what we've sort of got in mind for that sort of track at the time. Most of our music is made on the nearly all of it's made on an S1000. It's only recently that we started sort of using synths again, isn't it, really, which we've kind of avoided for a long time.
It's pretty much straightforward Cubase and S1000, although we're about to get an E64, which is a sample that actually a lot of people use these days, but we're about to get one of them just for the sake of polyphony, and the sound is better. And there's enough people that you hear around who are really good. The big dons, you know,
Randall,
you know, your Randalls, and your Hypes and stuff. You know, a lot of them have got a good few months on your other people for their dub plates or whatever. You know, they're really up there, and they're playing stuff which nobody's going to be able to get hold of for several months. I'm not your average punter anyway. And so for that reason, it's exciting to listen to all the dons playing, but it's also exciting to listen to people who are quite sort of new to DJing or whatever, and trying out different styles. Maybe they haven't quite got the access to all the dub plates that you know your Groove Riders and your Goldies or whatever have got.
Well, this type of whatever we want to call it, or whatever people want to call it, is because it is, you know, probably about the most exciting music that's been around for a very, very long time, you know, much far more exciting than, house music and techno hasn't really moved on at all, whereas like drum and bass, jungle, whatever you want to call it, you can definitely see there's definitely been stages where it's jumped quite big sort of leap. There's been records, you know, and it has sort of leapt. Like Renegade Snares.
Quantum leaps.
Yeah, Renegade Snares was a case in point. Music. Yeah. I mean, when music first come out, you know, people would touch it with a barge pole.
Well, some people would.
Well, some people would, but most people, it was too slow. It was too sort of melodic. It wasn't hard enough, you know. So there's definitely, you know, it's really exciting.
It's a matter of evolution, isn't it? It's just the way music in Britain's evolved. It's worth saying as well that it's a British phenomenon, and I don't really mean that in a kind of in a kind of like nationalistic kind of way, but I just mean that it's not music which is constantly looking over its shoulder to America. The music doesn't happen to people. The people happen to the music. People make the music. The music doesn't happen to people. The people happen to the music. People make the music. The music doesn't happen to people. The people happen to the music. People make it. It's a British sort of thing, you know. We've got the best DJs in the world, you know, we're making music which is truly from this kind of culture here, and that's really exciting, you know. I mean, it's a house music. I mean, arguably, I mean, it's involved with the whole kind of European, early European sort of Kraftwerk types of records, you know, as well as the whole kind of disco thing in America. But arguably, house music is an American phenomenon originally, and arguably, again, techno came directly from that. Whereas drum and bass is an odd thing. I mean, it has correlations, obviously, with kind of Jamaican rhythms and reggae, and especially a lot of the early tracks. But the sort of thrust of it is a local thing, and you really feel it. You know, if you live in this country, you know, you feel a music which truly is coming out, you know, as you see it, like around about you, you know, as opposed to continually looking over your shoulder to the next great soul record from America or the next kind of swing record.
some people are into it because it's a fad, because it's fashionable, and I think like anybody that's into music for fashion, they'll soon get fed up with it and they'll go off and get married and will become plumbers or something like they did when they were punks or people that were rock and roll. But you're still, I mean, you're still going to have people where, you know, it's what, you know, they live and breathe it. You know, this is serious business.
They're great instances of 20th century music. I mean, I know that sounds a bit kind of pretentious or something, but they're great pieces of music. It's like Ash always says that the 2-on-1 series, you know, the movie Shadows. You know, I remember you saying when they first came out, you saying every primary school should be issued with every
box set. That's a reference.
They should be, you know, they should be in the reference library. These, I mean, what a fantastic sort of series of events in music in Britain.
I wouldn't like to fiddle with something that is already, I mean, you've got like great singers like Maria Callas, but you wouldn't really want to sort of like remix a sort of aria from La Traviata, would you? No. So, I think there's certain people we'd like to work with, but I think as far as remixing going, I mean, there's people from the past, yeah, of course you'd love to collaborate with, you know, Miles Davis, Gil Evans, Kathy Barbarian, Maria Callas, Shano Berry, you know. Basically, we see ourselves in 3 years' time carrying on as we are now, making albums. Maybe our 7th or 8th album. You know, it sounds a bit Genesis-like, but that's what we like doing, and there's no big sort of plan.
The music doesn't happen to people. The people happen to the music. The people make the music.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
97 to 99.
1. 10 till 12, every Friday. The roughest beats first.
One in the jungle.
Exclusive. In the jungle, dub plate, 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 dub plate.
This one, Soldier, track from the forthcoming album on Hard Leaders. respect to Mad Jock, The Track, Kevin Brennan, The Tyson, The Sunshine, and JP, and that's coming from Danny, 9 Bar. Old Tight, the DJ Holmes, Big Phil Buckley, Pooley, Shabba, Paul Spears, Das Skinner, and that's coming from the one like the Smithy. Hold Tight, the Dub Man, Danny G, Future Shock, the MC Saint, and the Fugitive, Sarah. All the Cardiff Massive, easy the specs.
Club Guide.
It's on. Right, as we step into the gig guide. Tonight, right now, Communicate is going on at Monroe's, Great Harwood in Lancashire, featuring DJs Tango, Ratty, MC Spider, and the Junior C. That costs £10. Info 01254 723 209. Tomorrow night, Saturday, you got Chrome at the Sound Factory. And that's in Plymouth with Ray Keith, Destruction, Destiny, Jigs, and that costs £4 to a £5, and that starts at 9 o'clock. Don't forget Desire at the Island, Ilford, London. That's going to be flexing too. Don't forget On It presents Renegade with Superfly, Voodoo Tech, and the Hooligan X at Middlesbrough Arena, 208 Newport Road. Costs a tenner, and that starts at 9 p.m. Information line 01642 251 854. Things to watch out for. Scream presents Doc Scott, Fabio, Bailey. And that's at the Cross, King's Cross, London, this Thursday, the 3rd of October. Tickets are from £5 to £8, and the night starts at 9 o'clock. Information 0171 837 0828. Next one, Pure X presents the first entertainment drum and bass event, and that's next Saturday, the 5th, with the one like the Mickey Finn, Fabio, Hype, Randall, Chemistry and Storm, and Ray Keith alongside myself. I'll be touching that, and that starts at 9 and goes on till 7. Tickets £18.50. Don't forget, Dazed and Confused presents Adam F and PM Scientist DJs, and that's at Trendshed in London on Tuesday the 8th of October. Information line 0171 409 3351. To all hardcore, Well Dance, November the 2nd, and that's in London. Check out for that one. Time Signature, Sweet Power, and that's Time Signature. Maximum respect to all the listeners, all the original drum and bass hits across the metropolis scene. Uptown, downtown, all around, that's how we kick it, 100% drum and bass. Picking up the LSD each and every time, and not forgetting the hot tips on Collusion Records. Aight. What, say like that? Yes, all the hippity hoppers, stand by. In steps the Dapper Dan, the one like the Westwood scene.
nation's first and only jungle show. One in the Jungle.